Thank you, organizer committee, to give me a chance to talk about polymerase. The lectin carbohydrate interaction, up to now, I will about 6 recognition factors. This is today's topic. Polymerase is one of the recognition factors. And we don't know too much because of the agent, because of the methodology. So this is just start. It's just week. My name is Albert Wu, and I worked on this about 20 years. And the carbohydrate interaction is about 30 years. And Taiwan is between Japan and Hong Kong and Britain. Okay. And this is a new university that is in north of Taiwan. Okay. We're talking about lectin. And lectin we know more than 100 years. But about lectin carbohydrate interaction mechanism, I think maybe 30, 40 years ago. That is about in 1960, they start working on this interaction. In early stage, we just know hemagglutinating. We don't know what is hemagglutinating. It's about. At that time, we don't know what is sialic acid. So we cannot see hemagglutinating. It's carbohydrate lectin interaction. So we are in before 1960, we are unknown. And then after 1960 to 1990, an antibody we start working carbohydrate binding protein. Both of them is carbohydrate binding protein. Then after 19, glycobiology, and also the mechanism of recognition. And then today, my talk is we contact with Natasha from Israel. So a lot of lecture material is come from his, he is passed away a couple of years ago. And then talking about, how about 2015. That is just beginning in this field. Okay. So I said, after 2015, today's symposium, this will be another 50 century to go. The reason is the agent. Second is the methodology. So this is from Shalom, a function of lectin. We not talk too much. This is also today's talk. You can see this Shalom's book and Davia's, and the two of them is my book editor. And one of the function of lectin is toxin. Today they talk something. If you have a toxin inside, this, so by it like this way. So here is the functional lectin again, another. Oh. So what is lectin? The hallmark of lectin is carbohydrate specificity. And today, my talk is mechanism of interaction. In early, I think 70, we just know lectin carbohydrate interaction. And then we apply this to purification glycoprotein. We not pay attention to its function too much. we start to focus on the function, and here is a couple of books. These three is my last three dedicated work. So here, talking, if you are going to show a carbohydrate specificity of lectin, how many aspects you have to consider? Okay. And what is the method? Here, up to now, is total 6 factors we have to consider. From monosaccharide, it's epimole and anode of the sugar. Second is monosaccharide. Third is oligosaccharide. Then the most active lipid. Then simple cluster. Then polymerase. Today we are focusing on polymerase. Just give one example. Then this is the method we used to study, use our method. Then after 20, 30 years, we find we have to use different methods to see the carbohydrate specificity, especially the polymerase. So from my point of view, if you see all the other methods I mentioned, maximum 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is 4, 5, 6, still quite open. And open for another 50 years or a century. So today I just discuss the method we use. And actually, hemagglutination is the early stage. And I think this is one of the best methods to see the natural polymerase, but not too many persons use it. So I will come back using this method. Second is quantitative crispin inhibition assay. Also is one of the best methods to see natural polymerase. But when I was at Columbia University, my boss kept not allowed use the large molecule to do inhibition. So I cannot get all this information about polymerase. I think we started working on polymerase after 2000. It means this century. And we use the ESA method. So if I have a chance, I will come back to work on this. Okay. So this is one of the easy and budget way to study polymerase. And now we hear again, ESA, the one we studied polymerase. This one is quantitative crispin assay that's from the cabinet at Columbia University. At that time I was a postdoc. So even in the action, we not quite understand in this part. But when we started polymerase, we chose about this part to study. So we just, a molecular interaction, we just chose one part to look at. And then show the carbohydrate specificity. In the early stage, just monosaccharide. So we here has 4 T specific lectin. And then one of them is GalNAc specific. And 2 of them. 2 of them is glycose specific lectin. But all of them, they show T specificity. So it means the contribution of T can come from GalNAc, also can come from Now, to polyvalence, that's the same. When you are going to show the carbohydrate specificity, we just say T, we just say TA or something. But actually, how to show a carbohydrate specificity is very difficult job up to now. So I set up a system, we set called recognition code structure. It means use glycosaccharide to classify all the data. Okay. So we use long ago they use monosaccharide. Now we get into disaccharide. Disaccharide in galactose and the GalNAc system, we set up 11 structure units to express the carbohydrate specificity of lactase. So during the past decade, it has been multivalent. When we establish this, we find out they are more complicated than we expect. Okay, that is cluster happen. So glycotope. Glycotope, it means epitope, carbohydrate epitope. It's more become complicated than we expect. In order to exploit a carbohydrate specificity, I set up a system to connect together. We chose like a blood group, tumor marker, or something to express the activity. And then here is the structure. We will, okay, this is. Then we will show all this horseman or something. And then how do they get it? And this is the mechanism of polyvalency we proposed. And today we give example is one of the prendectin and APA, also RCA1 as an example of the polyvalency. APA, that's molecular property, we skip it. So the activity, if you see, if they're polyvalent, but they were interaction very well. Okay, so let's show some of the carbohydrate specificity. Now, we show the polyvalency. If you compare with monosaccharide, they can up to stronger for 1 million, from a couple hundred to 1 million. Here is some of the data we show here. So the polyvalency, we try to describe a property of a lactate. This will be shown in the next volume, Molecular Immunology Carbohydrate, volume 4. Okay. We will have a symposium in Taiwan next April. You are welcome to join us. So here to show all this. And then here is oligosaccharide inhibition. So if you see all this, it's very weak compared with polyvalence. So we started up to 1992. The maxima we can see, if you use these devices, T compared with galactose, just 2.6 times more strong. at that time, that is in 1992, we published this in the EC. We say, oh, we find the carbohydrate specificity of FEA is great, it's T specific. But the ratio is just 2.6, stronger than galactose. Then, if you compare the most active, this is porcine salivary mucin, acyl. They are rich in T alpha. They become 30,000 stronger than galactose. Okay. If compared with the most active T, still 1.2 at 12,000. So this is just a field. This acyl ESL, they just contain a field T alpha. They have still AH or TN inside. What does that mean? It means the data show the data show here should be much stronger than what I'm making is polyvalence much stronger than that one. Then 30,000. Okay, so we do all inhibition, make a whole profile, and then describe the activity of a lectin. So today, some of the lecture, if follow this, we can get a very nice profile. So here, summary again, in 1992, okay, just 2.6 by 1992. Now, in 1994, we get all this polyvalence data. So summary, it means we suggest more method to study recognition factor of the lectin, because they can more from different view to see, especially like peanut lectin. If we use our ESA method, type 2 sequence is working. If you use hemagglutination, they just specific interaction with T. Okay. So hemagglutination, inhibition, quantitative. This is the three methods up to now. We can see much to get much information from the polyvalence information. Okay. And here summary again is that if we are going to express the carbohydrate specific of lectin, we propose from this 6 aspects to look at. And polyvalence of glycogen and a dissolving combination failure as the critical regulation factor in lectin carbohydrate interaction. Okay, so polyvalence is a very important role. It should be important like lectin for transforming glycoside for centuries. So summary here is this book cover polyvalency, recognition codes, or carbohydrate. If not, then emphasize this part. Here is the previous symposium we met in Taiwan, here too. And the second book, as choice by Springer as an excellent textbook. And then pair line rod is almost 30,000 in MICC3. And this is the next book. Today, some of our talk will be shown in MICC4. And next year, April will be in Taiwan and Cambodia. Okay, you are welcome to join us. Thank you for supporting, and see you again. That's all.
Time for one or two questions. Yeah, Byron.
Very nice talk. In my study, we used quite a bit of lectins in order to elucidate some of the structures of the receptors. My question is there's another area of research looking at galactins in regulating receptor activation. Galactins. Could you comment on the galactins and how they may be used in conjunction with some of your studies here with the lectins?
I am working on the galactin too, and we have some of the polyvalency result, but I did not show here today. And I think it will be shown in book 4. Did I answer your question? Thank you.
Anything else? Okay, we can move on. Thank you very much, Professor.